Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Again, it's Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a strong run there as they take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
1st and goal at the 1. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him down.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just go through the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. 7-7, our score after 1. Down, here's the run with Cook. Runs over it. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 24. 51 yards now on the ground. Just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who gets it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
It's so important to tackle against these guys. But you have to know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
21. There we go.
Garoppolo now. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Based on my math, they've only thrown it one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Finding space at the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down, here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Cousins again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Able to find Gray here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Garoppolo looks to throw.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And this pass caught by Gray. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletions. They're going for more.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already. And we talk almost a full half of football yet to play.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
To throw, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now left side of the swing pass. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 81 yards. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Here is Wischowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 31, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Cousins on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's in.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with a touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have answered back with a third quarter touchdown. They're able to retake the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's able to get out to the 32 right down there. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For it on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, they run again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
13.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 77 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Niners 31, Vikings 28.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here on the 1st down. Well, there you go. Send your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They go play action. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Back to the ground, Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Cousins. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Cousins now.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Rager.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins to throw.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football. understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock's...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Cousins throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially put a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Game winner in OT. When you come to the stadium to play a game, sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
41.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.